What's going on, everybody? It's LaMuerteBlanca, and we are back for another Borderlands 3 character build video. We're continuing our builds with Zane. As I mentioned in my last video, Zane is a very interesting character because even more so than some of the other characters, I felt that Zane has a ton of variety when it comes with his options as far as a lot of these character builds go. So we're continuing our path with a build that I like to call Out for Blood. The reason why I call it that is because this one is all about Zane's kill skills. Probably more so than any other character, Zane has a ton of kill skills, and if you use your build in this regard, after killing that first enemy, you're just gonna get buff after buff after buff and then just run through everything based on all of the different benefits and things that you're getting just off of killing an enemy. As you can see here, the Hitman tree is really where we do a lot of our focus, but I'm gonna start explaining how this build works on the double agent tree. The reason why is because the Hitman capstone really brings it all together, and I want to go ahead through every single skill and why I went there before we get to the capstone of Hitman. When you're doing this particular build, I highly suggest starting on the Hitman tree and then going all the way down through the capstone and then coming over to double agent. But like I mentioned, I do want to start in double agent for this explanation so you guys can see how it all comes together. Of course, we're using our digiclone for one of our skills when it comes to Zane. Spawn a digiclone of Zane. This clone stays in place but distracts and fires at enemies. Our first skill is synchronicity. Whenever one or more of Zane's action skills are active, he gains increased gun damage for each active action skill. If we're going to get kill skills and we're going to take advantage of those, we need to be able to kill the enemy as quickly as possible in order to get those buffs as quickly as possible. So that's why gun damage is going to be huge compared to magazine size or the action skill duration. Next, we go into fractal frags. The digiclone throws a copy of Zane's current grenade mod when it's first activated. If the digiclone is killed, it drops a free grenade. Kill skill, killing an enemy while the digiclone is active gives the clone a chance to throw a grenade. Jumping straight into our first kill skill, every time we kill an enemy while the digiclone is active, it's just going to throw grenades for us. Because we have two action skills on Zane currently equipped, we're not going to be able to throw grenades, but that's not a problem because our clone is going to do it for us. Then we go into duct tape mod. The first shot fired from Zane's gun has a chance to also fire a grenade. This skill has a short cooldown. So we had some extra points at the end of this particular build and decided to throw them into duct tape mod, strictly based on the fact that firing a grenade or having the chance to fire a grenade will allow us to do more damage, and then that extra damage, of course, will give us a better chance of getting a kill, thus activating all of our kill skills. Donnybrook is our next kill skill. Whenever Zane kills an enemy, he and his digiclone received increased gun damage and health regen for a few seconds. So not only is our clone going to be throwing grenades, they're also going to be getting extra gun damage and health regen. For our augments, when it comes to the digiclone, this was a combination of the two augments. So I'm going to start with which one's real. Enemies are more likely to target the clone for a few seconds after it's summoned after swapping places. This doesn't seem like it would have a huge effect on this particular build until you combine it with Doppelbanger. Hold down F or G, and of course this is if you're playing on PC, to end the action skill early. When Zane's action skill is ended, the clone explodes, dealing splash damage to all nearby enemies. The more action skill time remaining, the greater the damage. So if you use which one's real and you just summon the clone or you just swap places with the clone, and then we're assuming that there are going to be some melee enemies, or if enemies are targeting the clone instead of you, they're going to be moving toward the clone. Then if you drop Doppelbanger and you use that action skill and you have enough damage where you can actually kill something, then that'll actually activate your action skills, which is giving us another opportunity to get all of the associated buffs with that. Our last kill skill when it comes to this particular tree is Pocket Full of Grenades. After killing an enemy, Zane gains grenade regeneration for a few seconds. That is going to be great when it comes to fractal frags, and I don't know for sure. However, my assumption would be duct tape mod is specific to the amount of grenades that you currently have. So if you're out of grenades, I don't know if you're going to be shooting a grenade because you don't have any grenades to shoot. I don't know if this is true because I haven't had a chance to test this, but this is just my theory. It would make sense if it was true because I don't know how you're going to shoot a grenade if you don't have a grenade in your inventory. So that is why we decided to do Pocket Full of Grenades. Worst case scenario, of course, you're still using grenades when you have your digiclone, so it would be in your best interest to have grenades when it comes to trying to get those extra kills. Then we slide over to the Hitman skill tree. This is where we're getting the majority of and the best benefits from all of our kill skills. And we just go straight down this tree and make sure we hit all the kill skills, put points in all the kill skills, because we're trying to get everything activated once we get a kill. Of course, we're going to use SNTNL, which is the drone, send into battle an automated SNTNL drone that continually flies through the environment and attacks enemies with its machine guns. Pressing F or G while SNTNL is active causes it to attack an enemy under Zane's crosshairs, if any. Similar to our clone, the SNTNL drone will give us another gun in order to help take out enemies, give us a kill, which will activate all the kill skills, and you can see all the associated buffs that we're going to be getting. Violent speed. After killing an enemy, Zane gains increased movement speed for a few seconds. Doesn't seem like it'd be a huge deal, but movement speed, maybe you might be able to dodge a couple bullets, help your survivability. It's a buff. It's something that could probably be useful at some point. Cool hand. Zane gains increased reload speed. Kill skill. After killing an enemy, Zane's reload speed is increased for a few seconds. We are getting increased reload speed even more so after killing an enemy, so another very useful kill skill. Even more useful in my opinion, salvation. After killing an enemy, Zane's weapons gain lifesteal for a few seconds. We're getting lifesteal on top of the reload speed and the movement speed, so this is all going to help our survivability. This is going to be a great skill for us as we continue to flesh out this particular build. Death follows close. All of Zane's kill skills gain increased effect and duration. This entire build is nothing but kill skills, so by adding this single point, we are getting an extra 7 seconds for every single kill skill that we're activating per kill, and we're getting an extra 25% bonus. So we're getting more lifesteal, we're getting better reload speed, we're getting more movement speed, we're getting all of the particular buffs that we would get from the doubled agent skill tree, including the regen and the gun damage and the grenade regeneration. So this is going to be huge, as well as all the bonuses that we would get down here, because by the way guys, these are all kill skills too. So coming into the next line, we get violent violence. After killing an enemy, Zane gains increased fire rate for a few seconds. This is gonna again help our damage output. 20% is huge. Add on to that the extra 25% from this bonus, and you can see what kind of firepower we're going to be sending down range, especially if we have an SMG or a high fire rate weapon. Playing dirty. After killing an enemy, Zane's next 5 shots all have a chance to fire an additional projectile. So we have basically a coin flip, a 1 in 2 chance after killing an enemy where the next 5 shots are going to fire an additional projectile. So that is going to be great if we have a hard-hitting sniper or a shotgun, maybe even a rocket launcher. I'm not sure if that'll apply to that, but it would make sense. An extra projectile is going to be huge, especially with the high fire rate and the lifesteal and everything else that we already have equipped to this particular character. This line also opens up both of our action skill augments, and both of these augments, very similar to the clone augments, are all about just helping us get more kills in order to keep the kill skills active. The first one being Boomsday. SNTNL adds a rocket pod to its primary weapons, allowing it to shoot rockets as well as machine guns. We're getting rocket damage, which will probably have splash damage on top of the machine guns, just basically skyrocketing the firepower that we can put on the SNTNL. Again, more kills, more buffs, better class. Couple the Boomsday with Almighty Ordnance. Hold down F or G while SNTNL is deployed to paint a target area. SNTNL fires a missile barrage at that area, and if an enemy is killed, SNTNL's duration is reset. This can only be used once per action skill use. Not only are we getting rocket barrage to take out more enemies to activate kill skills, we also have the chance to reset SNTNL's action skill duration, which will of course allow us to have more gun damage because the action skill will continue to be active. And with the more gun damage, we have a better chance of getting another kill, which will then help us get all of these buffs once again. Good misfortune. Killing an enemy increases Zane's action skill duration. This skill has diminishing returns. So not only are we getting all of these buffs by killing enemies, but we're also continuing to keep the action skill duration, which would be the clone, which would be the drone. We're getting more of the rockets from the drone. We're getting more of the potential grenades from the clone every time we get a kill while the clone is active. I know I sound like a broken record, but you can really see how just getting a single kill can start the snowball effect for you just mowing over whatever you're trying to fight. Finally, and the capstone not only to the Hitman tree, but in my opinion, this entire build. Activating an action skill automatically activates all of Zane's kill skills. So now, once we get Seeing Red, we don't even have to get a kill. All we have to do is throw out our clone or throw out our drone, and because of Seeing Red, we are going to get gun damage and health regeneration between us and our clone. We're going to get grenade regeneration. We are going to get increased movement speed. We're going to get increased reload speed, even more so than what we would get normally from this perk. We're going to get lifesteal from our gun damage. We're going to get increased fire rate. We're going to get a chance for an additional projectile for the next 5 shots. We're going to get action skill duration increase. On top of that, we're buffing all of those kill skills already because of death follows close, an extra 25% and an extra 7 seconds. I'm telling you guys, if you want to get a kill and then just completely go Superman and buff the shit out of Zane because you got that 1 kill, or not even now because you have C in red, because you activated an action skill, you don't even have to shoot your gun. Just throw out your clone and you get all of those buffs just immediately. This is going to be a great build for those of you that want to focus on damage or getting kills, or want to be that Zane on your team that just collects bodies. Like, if you got a collection full of body bags and you need them filled, Out for Blood is definitely the class that you want to go with. So guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you can catch all of the other character build videos, as well as all the other great LaMuerteBlanca content that we will be dropping in the future. If you want to catch the live streams, I stream on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube. All of the links can be found in the description below. Please don't forget to check out all of the other awesome videos that we already have out for Borderlands 3. There's a couple of Mara and Flak, and as well as another Zane video. We will be dropping more videos in the future, so make sure you look out for those. I'm LaMuerteBlanca, and I'll catch you guys next time.